Hello, everybody, and welcome to Zero Podcast, the podcast of Zero Prime. I'm King Genius, and this is our manager.
Howdy, I'm Arrow. As King said, I'm the manager of Zero Prime.
So, just to give a little bit of an update on what this team entails, Arrow is our manager, me and Otta as captains, Kiz as the flex tank. I'm the main tank, Otta's the flex support. The main support being a Deefy. Our newest pickup, Neeb. He's our hit scan. We'll be talking about him a little later. Average TV, our newest off-tank player. And then Gumsauce as the sub-healer, and sadly McCree is benched, not by our choice.
Oof.
So let's sort of go over what this podcast is going to be quick. This is going to be, hopefully, a recurring series, should this have a positive gathering to it. So hopefully everybody enjoys this. So today, I wanted to talk with, and the reason I grabbed Arrow for this, is I wanted to cover finding our new, better players, right? So,
Okay.
the first one that I want to talk about is Need.
Neat.
And
Okay.
so, if you want to sort of talk about what led us there, and I'll talk about how we got past there.
Oh, what led us there? Well, started with a string of people leaving, ended in a full revamp of our DPS line, which resulted in losing 4 members. Everyone except McCree on our DPS line, who unfortunately is inactive because of personal issues. But yeah, so pretty much we've had to work over the last week to completely restructure our whole DPS line and kind of rework our whole team and our plan going into this year.
Yeah, so when Magical left, he was the first to leave, we said, alright, so we need a hit scan. And me being from an OD team that placed really well not last season, the season before that, I said, I might know a guy. So I messaged Neeb. He gladly obliged to trial. He showed up. And everybody was surprised at what they saw. Hopefully in the background here playing should be a couple highlights of his.
Dude's a crazy hit scan for how young he is.
He is insane, and he is 13, the definition of the Squeaker Squad.
Yeah. No, he definitely is what I would call potential at this game.
He is a prodigy, for sure.
He may only be Masters right now, but that is the future of professionals in video games. It's the kids who are going to start out really young, like me, showing a ton of talent. So Neeb definitely is a very raw, mechanically skilled player that, with scrims and just games, I think will turn into a really good prodigy.
Yeah, you say he's only Masters, but Otta's stuck in Silver still, so.
Otta's a special case.
Otta's special. So speaking of our Squeaker Squad, the next person that we added was Average TV. He's 12, and...
He's 14.
He's 14. Sorry, I went the other direction. He's 14,
Yeah.
and he is nuts. Yeah, if we did not have Kiz, if we had any other off-tank, flex tank, we would probably be playing Average. Average has insane, his shot calling is really good. He knows how to fit into any role. He just kind of showed up to a scrim, played 2 games, and he fit.
Yeah, no, Average, I personally brought in Average from League Zero, Bot Burgers, and he showed, the reason I wanted to bring in Average especially is because I felt like he was really underused on that roster, as he did not get much playtime, as really our theoretical starting off-tank. And he didn't get much time to shine. He did get a little bit in playoffs when he tried to save our playoff run. But yeah, no, his hog is definitely really good. And for how young he is, his shot calling is quite good. Like, I will definitely say that he kind of asserts his place as like, this is what we're gonna do, makes the plan, and just goes from there.
Yeah, he's really, really good about that.
Yeah.
So from there, we added a mental health resident e-girl. Was your call.
Well, this is actually Otto's request. So this goes back to Neve, actually, how this all started. Let me find the... Well, Otto messaged me one day during a scrim, Neve's first route, since Neve is very young, he's 13, and yes, he does partially sound like a girl or a very young kid, and well, he's a very young kid. So Otto pretty much DM'd me saying, is that an e-girl? And he re-DM'd me, he's like, that's an e-girl. And I was like, no, he's just 13. And then Otto has been going on about wanting a e-girl / mental health coach for the team now for bit about like 5-6 days now. So yeah. So I tried my best to oblige his request. Kind of how we're going. We're very much trying to stick to we're trying to establish a core around some supports and tanks and building on top of that. And we're really just trying to look forward for the future, since I'm not gonna say that things have been smooth. There were a lot of people that were very close to leaving, and kind of by sticking together and not leaving, we've kind of kept the team going. Yeah. After losing Magical, Subs, Eps, and Gypsy.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Imagine having a split roster. Like, imagine thinking that a split roster is a better idea. It's like this mentality of let's throw the bench at them. That's our big play. That's our ace up our sleeve, is to get rid of our aces.
Yeah. No, and I feel like, of course, like, it was a big blow. Like, losing a whole DPS line is never fun. But I do feel like we've bounced back pretty well. We're definitely going through. Neeb has been a great addition and a very comparable hit scan and a very good, pop-off potential. Like, he commonly is just shitting on other Widows. And I feel like another pickup that we'll talk about next time. I think he's quite good. Just the main goal I think of this team is really to foster kind of everyone to become better players, and I think getting people more team experience and more organized. Since, at least from my perspective, League Zero was not necessarily the most organized environment always. I don't know about your experiences, but
let me tell you, on Double Clap, it was precision and order. There was never a step out of line. We had flawless management. We had perfect rosters. Games went without a stir. Honestly, like, I couldn't have had a better experience on Double Clap.
So now that we're getting back to the realm of reality, how is it actually?
I enjoyed League Zero. I think the league as a whole, we definitely had a fun time doing the games, the scrims, all that, the banter and the memes that came about, both interpersonal in the teams and just with the whole league. A lot of teams had problems. I don't know of many teams that had it perfect.
No team had it perfect.
But it was fun. And I think everybody that was involved enjoyed it, and I'd highly suggest people that haven't done it to give it a shot.
Yeah, no, it's definitely fun. Like, Season 1 just ended. The All-Star game was yesterday. It was pretty scuffed. I can't lie, like, it was not the greatest. But, I do feel like, though, League Zero is great. Joining teams and stuff and just community leagues, it's a great way to get your foot in the door with competitive Overwatch. Like, even if you're a silver, like, if you wanna, like, I know personally for myself, I started out as a bronze, and I've worked my way up to diamond, but it's Overwatch in any game is a constant grind, so I would highly suggest League Zero for anyone who's wanting to get into that kind of competitive environment.
Yeah. So, which by the way, I would just like to make this clear and known. Neeb may be dunking on other Widows, but I dunked on Neeb today in 1v1s, so...
Fight. Perfect.
Le baiser de la veuve.
Have to keep the dominance established.
Oh, for sure. Alpha Chad has to assert. So, let's wrap up here so that we're not running terribly long. Today, you know, I think we can all walk away. We can ask ourselves, what have we learned today? Don't trust women. So what have we learned today? There is always a bigger fish out there. That's right. That's the lesson.
I don't think that's what we learned. I think we learned that we have a squeaker squad brewing.
Hey, listen, you can learn what you want from this. You get what you want out of it. It's like life. Life is like a box of chocolates. It tastes good.
What happens when the chocolates run out?
That sounds like a question for our next podcast. If you want to see more, let us know what we should talk about. If you have any questions about the team, if you want to hear us talk about shot calling or comm structure, what memes have surfaced in our team, because there are some that are amazing. I'll just reference one on screen. So yeah, this has been just a little experiment for us to sort of give everybody an update on what we're up to. So, Arrow, do you have any closing statements?
Not really, you know, like I do have one. Personally, for me, I feel like, a good quote that should be said is, as long as our DPS line shouldn't leave, we should be all good.
Yeah, that'd be terrible if our DPS line left.
Man, I couldn't imagine having that happen.
Yeah. Well, guys, this has been Zero Podcast, the Zero Prime podcast that keeps you up to date on everything that we're doing. This has been King Genius, the Alpha Chad, the resident Alpha Chad. And we're going to be headed out for today, so stay fragging and have a great rest of your day or night.